Hey, Scorpion, my eyes are up here. Hey.
Can't stop looking at boobs.
Ah, Butterface.
Butterface wins.
What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Mileena Mortal Kombat Infinite Concepts action figure, and this is a pretty cool figure. It's more of an old school figure. It came out around 2000, 1999, 2000 era. Very, very cool. I like the sculpt. It's kind of unique to me. It's a little bit more stylized, and we'll go more into that later into the review. But yeah, it's pretty much something unique, very cool to add to my collection. I picked up a whole lot of them on eBay, so I'll have reviews on every figure of the Infinite Concepts line. Let's go ahead and talk about what she comes with here. She's actually the only figure in the Infinite Concepts series to come with any accessories at all. She comes with two of her, signature daggers here, and they're not really sharp at all at the blades. They're just kind of dulled out. Maybe they didn't want kids stabbing each other in the eye with that. That's good. Don't want to have your kids lose an eyeball. And it's made of a really rubber, flexible piece of plastic. There's really no detailing or anything on these. They're pretty much just all silver daggers. So I might actually just dry brush them a little bit to give them a little bit more grit. Now, she comes with two of them, and, unfortunately, you can't really get her to hold on to them at the same time. She's got this open palm hand, and, you can kind of rest it in there, but if you really just move it at all, it just falls right out. Now, her other hand is actually a fist, but it's got, kind of a hole in there, so you can go ahead and just slide this in there. And that fits in there really nicely. It's not going to fall out or anything, so that's pretty cool. And you can, take that out, and you can just have her with a regular fist hand. She can punch you in the face, or give you a fist bump, bam. Now, she does come with one other accessory, if you'd even call it that, but you can actually remove her face mask, which is pretty cool. You get to see the Tarkatan type of face that she has. And I don't really like that molding. It's kind of funny looking. Kind of looks like a fish or something. Kind of just got that nerd look to it. Didn't really do a great job sculpting or molding on that face. I just laugh every time I look at it. But I really do like the eyes, though. I think the eyes they did a great job with some of the makeup and the shadowing and getting the pupils right. At least she's not cross-eyed or anything, so that's pretty cool. And she's got a little bit of a bandana up at the top there. That actually does come all the way back through her hair, so that's pretty cool. It kind of wraps down, and I like the way that looks. The hair is just basically a mold, rubber mold on top of her head. It does look pretty cool, though. It's not gonna get in the way of any of the articulation or anything, so that's pretty nice. Just gonna go ahead and pop that back in there. It's freaking me out. Now, the rest of the sculpt and detail is very very woman-like. If you can't tell on the camera, it's they got the scantily clad Mortal Kombat women thing going on, so that's pretty cool. Even in the back area, very, very Mortal Kombat-like. So that's nice. You get some cool chick action to display with. It's nice getting some female action figures. I haven't seen a Mileena action figure at all. I believe this is the only Mileena action figure ever made for the Mortal Kombat characters, so that's pretty nice. We have a few katanas, a couple jades, and I believe that's really about it. Maybe, I think, a couple Sonyas too. But, no Mileena. And Mileena is probably one of my favorite female characters. I think she's a really unique character in the game, and she needs an action figure to justify that. I'm hoping that we get another Mileena action figure from one of these other companies coming out with Mortal Kombat figures in the future. Now, her suit is pretty much just all purple. Obviously that's the color she wears in the game. She got her, boot kind of thigh-high things that go up to her thighs there. That looks great. And then basically her suit and her gloves, everything looks really good. It's a very basic, detailing job. But these are for the figures that are based on, Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. You're not really going to have a ton of detail because the characters in those games didn't have a ton of detailing, so it doesn't really make sense to have a ton of paint accessories for, characters that didn't have that in the game. Because back in the day, you can only do so much with a character to make them look cool in a video game because of the technology back in the day. That's why Mortal Kombat figures nowadays are just like crazy, like decked out with detail and stuff. Definitely did a great job with the articulation. You can do some rotation here at the neck. You can do a 360 at the upper arm, but you kind of got the hair in the way. You can get it there, you just got to get the hair out the way. So that's nice. You got a hinge at the elbow. You got a ball hinge at the wrist. Well, it's actually more of just a ball. There was no hinge there. Same with the other one. You got a little bit of waist articulation there. You know, you got that band there. It's a little limiting the articulation. But you can kick out the legs really far, which I like, you know, especially with Mortal Kombat characters, because, you know, you can get them in that cool kicking pose and kicking motion, so that's nice. You got a hinge at the knee. You got a hinge at the ankle, and then you got this kind of rocker pivot type joint at the very low end of the foot, kind of like this heel that she's got on. Very cool. You know, unfortunately though, the figure is a little hard to balance, and it's kind of like that with all these figures. You know, they're very top heavy and they have very small, thin feet, but you can't get them to stand. You just can't really get them into, you know, some crazy dynamic poses. You'd probably need an action figure stand in order to be able to do that. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I think this is a pretty cool figure. It's a little bit more stylized than it is based off the actual characters in the game. But I like that. You know, I like having a little bit of a unique perspective in my collection. And I think these figures are really awesome. They stand about 8.5 inches tall, so they're not going to measure in with, you know, your 6-inch figure line or, you know, like a 12-inch figure line. They're kind of in between those. But I dig them. I like having some of the older Mortal Kombat stuff. And just having a variety in my collection just gives it a little bit of a unique flavor. Check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of Mortal Kombat reviews on there. I also collect and review other figure lines as well, like Halo, obviously, Walking Dead, Star Wars, and all that other good nerdy stuff. Make sure you subscribe because I come out with new videos every week. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Thank you all for watching.